Hey everybody, Dominic here with 5 quick tips on how to make your videos a little bit better. At this point at CVTC, we're utilizing video quite a bit in our instruction, and now that we've gotten used to actually just utilizing video, period, it's time to start improving upon those videos and making sure that we're making the best quality that we can. So a few things I want to talk about. The first one is lighting. Right now in Studio One, I have both the overhead lights turned on, and I also have a spotlight that's projecting on me from behind my webcam. Now, of course, not everyone's going to have a spotlight available to them, but I would encourage you to either get a lamp, a desk light, something like that, and kind of position it in such a way that it's projecting the light onto you. That helps illuminate you and just make the picture look a little bit better. Going along with that, number 2 is the background of your video. We actually just recently repositioned the desk in Studio One so that now the background is the wall as opposed to the brick with the door in the backdrop. But you know, if you can do something a little bit interesting in the background, that's great. But at minimum, you should at least have something solid or something that just looks decent. And one thing that's very important going along with lighting is make sure that you don't have a bunch of light behind you. This is especially important if you have windows in your shot. If you have a window behind you, you don't want light coming in from that window. It's going to wash out your picture. Your students are not going to be able to see you. So keep that in mind. Have yourself a nice dark or solid backdrop behind you. Number 3 is your microphone. Right now I'm utilizing one of our Yeti microphones in Studio One. Also, if you go through Canvas Studio training with one of us in CPD, you will get a free webcam and headset that you can keep. And we use those headsets as a means of just getting pretty decent audio. The microphones on those headsets are pretty good. It's certainly not professional quality, but it's usually much better than if you just use the onboard microphone on the webcam itself. Those don't generally capture audio as well. So either using one of those headset microphones or a more high quality professional microphone like the Yeti microphone that we have in Studio One. Number 4 is the camera level. So you want to make sure that your webcam is set up at eye level with you. You don't want your webcam way up here. You don't want it way down there because that's going to make the overall picture look less professional. So if you're recording off of your laptop's webcam, I would suggest maybe putting some books or a box under your laptop so that props up the laptop a little bit more to get it more eye level. Or if you have one of the webcams that you can get from CPD by going through Canvas Studio training, you can maybe position that in such a way that it's at eye level. That's going to make your overall video look much better. And then the last one, number 5, is length. And this is something that we've talked about many times before. You don't want to make your videos too long. Whether it's a weekly check-in video, a feedback video, a lecture video, doesn't really matter. We don't want to make our videos too long because we're obligating the viewer to sit through the entire length of that video. And it's very difficult for people to pick up halfway through a video later on. So what we recommend is absolute maximum 15 minutes. Now, just because that's the maximum, that's not what I would say you should aim for. I would actually say aim for less than that. I would say aim for 10 minutes, even 5 minutes is really a great point to aim for. And the way to think about it is, think about when you go on YouTube to find out how to do something. You don't want to have to sit through a long introduction and a bunch of information that you're not really interested in to get to the point that you really need to know. I would treat videos the same way. And if you have a lot of content that you need to cover, that's fine. Go ahead and break that content up into smaller pieces and break it into smaller videos. That is going to make it much easier to I'm going to watch a couple of videos in the morning and during breakfast, and then later in the day I'll watch one around lunchtime, and then after school I'll finish the rest of the videos there. That makes it much easier. It's also going to avoid those situations where you record, let's say, a 45-minute video, you go to upload it and something goes wrong, and suddenly you lose 45 minutes. If we're recording 5, maybe 10-minute videos, if something goes wrong, well, okay, we lost 5 to 10 minutes. We didn't lose 45 minutes. So Those are a few things to keep in mind, some best practices when it comes to recording your videos. There's many other things that you can do beyond this, but hopefully these will help kind of guide you in making some better quality videos. If you have questions about any of these sorts of things, feel free to reach out to me or another member of the CPD department. Thanks for watching.